this particular area suddenly now has got a pembinaan kiosk penjaja. So it started a few months ago. We were incorporated in 2020 only, and since then we were dealing with many issues such as cleanliness, the issue of lots of rats, and especially paramount being the concern of the congestion, the traffic congestion around this area. So prior to us finding out about this issue here, which has been in the last 3 weeks, actually one of our committee members, Linda C, who basically just walked around and saw a signboard saying cadangan membina, kiosk penjaja, and that's the first time we came across it. Aside from that, we have been writing letters to DBKL on the issue of congestion as well as the stalls here. Despite our letters that have not been answered or replied to, we stumbled upon this, and that's when we then approached the necessary authorities and wrote the necessary letters to address this issue. It started in the end of 2020, August, September, and followed through by letters in 2021 in August and September as well. It started for two reasons. In 2020 was because there suddenly these stalls from the beginning of the road in Desa Sri Hartamas, from the Shell station all the way to the end of the road past the Balai Bomba, started mushrooming. And this was the reason was because of COVID, that at any one point in time there's no less than 30 stalls on the pavement. And this is only in the morning that you'll have about 10 to 15, but come to 1 or 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, you will have at least 10 or 15 more stalls. So at any one point in time from noon onwards, there will be at least about 30 stalls from the beginning of the road to the end of the road. So it started there that our first letters went out. We were then told by necessary authorities unofficially not to bother them so much, because in light of the pandemic, everyone needs to put food on the table, so allow them to do so. If you go across to the end of the road, turn right where the coconut stall is, there was always a coconut stall there. It started with one. It has now become 2 more with a fruit stall as well as seafood, selling all types of fishes, crabs and all that. So that was the first letter that we wrote in 2020. In 2021, we also took it up with regards to the H Hartamas, which is right next to Burger King. And we wrote a letter with regards to that particular place. We understand that it was gazetted for tapak hijau, but obviously it isn't, and it houses at least about 30 gerai makanan. And Encik Bakar, who is the owner of the Shell station here, has the most issues, because there are many cars that are parked all around that, and also uses the Shell station to park their cars. And being obviously a dangerous place that has, you know, petrol, it was a problem. So we took it up for these reasons: traffic congestion, as well as there's no proper facility, such as rubbish as well as water facility for the H Hartamas, for these stalls. So that was the second issue we took up in 2021. And then we come to find out, despite not being replied to, our letters are not replied to, this particular area suddenly now has got a pembinaan kiosk penjaja.